Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go from Lambeau. On the return, here's Miles Price. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
You know, Kate, that injury robbed us all of what looked like a promising rookie season through the preseason where this kid was on fire. But he's still got a year of learning from head coach Kevin O'Connell. Maybe more importantly, watching Sam Darnold's magical season. Now the ball's in his hands.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. Crashes through a tackle. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Vikings.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Gets some space around midfield. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Going to the ground again on first. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. On play action now, McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another Vikings first down. A gain of 15. First down, Minnesota.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And the pack gets home. They drop him. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He can run it.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They'll air it out on 3rd. He completes it in traffic. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 30-yard attempt.
Reichard connects there. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Here's Reichard, set to kick this away.
The kickoff for the Vikings.
Brooks now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock, his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Love now off the play action. Pass caught out right by Golden. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. They stick with Jacobs. Galloping inside the 40. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Wilson on the shotgun handoff. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's out of bounds right around the 10. That's enough to make this 1st and goal.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Love from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Stick it in the air. Love. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. McManus sends it through. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal. Short side option here. He's running left. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
The screen pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it'll be third and goal.
I can promise you that is a throw. As a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up fourth and goal. Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Kate, and I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Ty Felton here to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
The Packers going nickel on third. Third and long for him here. He's making a bid for it. So third and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings first down. It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
McCarthy going to keep it himself. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's second down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Pass This is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
McCarthy trying again on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Here he goes, third and long. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on fourth. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Packers taking the field now. Their second series of the game coming up. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Jacobs gets it on the draw. And he's going to salvage a couple by bouncing this outside, but that's it. It's a gain of 2. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Got his man. It's Golden. Gets it to the 15. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers break the tie here in the first. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Vikings 3.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Price. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a 10-3 ball game. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at 1st down here. Play action, McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
McCarthy on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Here's Jones off the pistol give. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Addison going to motion over left. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Throw left side, brought in by Hawkinson. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
At the 17-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now it's McCarthy. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. So it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and goal, Minnesota.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Jones. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. McCarthy to throw it. Escapes the pocket, and they take this in for the score. The Vikings can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. J.J. McCarthy the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings tie things 10-10. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this is Savion Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Packers to Matthew Golden, ready to take over once again on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Thrown on 1st down, Love. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. First down now, ball at the 33. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
This offense is sending a message, winning the battle up front on consecutive snaps. There's got to be some urgency here defensively. You just can't keep getting walked backward this easily.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They give to Jones, right side. And he'll have a short pickup down to 17. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
McCarthy looking to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Looking for somewhere to throw, and he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Reichert connects there, and they've taken back the lead.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Brooks now on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Shotgun now for Love. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Romeo Dobbs. A gain of 12 yards. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Love out of the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And the Packers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Running on first here with Jacobs. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Now Love on the play fake. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a second quarter lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers take a 4-point lead.
17. Vikings 13.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Price. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. So first and 10 now from the 30. I'll start with a give to Jones. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Jones once more. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On play action now, McCarthy. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings push their lead to 3.
20, Packers 17.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Love now off the play action. Throw left side to Watson. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's good for a Packers 1st down.
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Putting the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Completed over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st down throw, here's Love. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Once more, it's Love. Throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. The Packers take their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again. Love. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get some late points and the lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers take a 4-point lead.
Packers 24, Vikings 20.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Price. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He keeps it and takes off. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, McCarthy finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down, Minnesota.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught in stride by Addison. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And this will remain a 4-point game.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60+ is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Packers to Matthew Golden, ready to take over once again on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Jacobs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Motioning the tight end left. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
That's good for the Packers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Handoff here to Jacobs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Offense to the line, 2nd down. Play action, Love. Cut down the field, Golden. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's another Packers first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Thrown on first down, Love. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
A gain of 20 more yards. That's another Packers first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the red zone on 1st. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers drive their lead to 11.
Packers 31, Vikings 20.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Felton now to return this. This makes it up to the 25. The Vikings now set to take the field. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Running right, this is Jones. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And the Vikings, 1st down. An 8-yard pickup.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
This is Mason on 2nd down. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
1st and 10, here's Jones. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Throw left side, brought in by Hopkinson. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's another Vikings 1st down. A gain of 21 yards. 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that 1st down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
That's what an offensive player never wants to see, a defender just waiting for him on the edge. At that point, the play's dead, and good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. He's going to keep it this time. Again, he's got room. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. McCarthy throwing here. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
The sack sets up a tough 3rd and goal. They're at the 12. 3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Will Reichert now to try the Vikings field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Reichert connects there. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Love now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Takes the handoff, now Love. Finds his man, it's Kraft. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground you need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Going run again with Jacobs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st down now, ball at the 33. They stick with Jacobs. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
He was tackled at the
Really good
27-yard
patience
line.
right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Love now off the play action. That's completed right side. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Packers first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Working inside the red zone. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers lead by 14. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers lead by 15 now.
Packers 38, Vikings 23.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Price. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Mason. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. And bring the tight end left. Throwing from the gun here. That'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now McCarthy. Tried to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not taking anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front.
Yep.
And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that I-N-T.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
You know I love that, Kate, but you know who loved it even more? The late, great John Madden himself, the former lineman. He would have loved watching the student body get right out in front of that thing, those blockers just knocking people off the ball, and let him clear the way so that running back could show off his speed.
Jacobs will not get past the line. He's held up at the floor. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Love out of the shotgun. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers grow the lead now to 22 points.
Vikings 23.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Felton now to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Mason will try this one up the gut. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's going to be the Vikings who have the football, Brock, but given that score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. McCarthy looking to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Man in motion, headed right. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Nickel look by the Packers on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Once again, it's caught by Hawkinson. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
I can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They'll run for it with Mason. Then he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Following the play, one of the Vikings in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. First down from the 42. Another run for Mason. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
They bring Thielen in motion right. Running once more with Mason. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Now he's taking a shot, going for it all. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Has him on the quick hitter. And I don't think he got to the marker. Looked a little short, and yep, indeed, he's marked short. This is a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. First down now, ball at the 33. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. 2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Love. Got his man, it's Golden. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And the Packers, first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Running on first here with Jacobs. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. We go counter. It's Jacobs. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Motioning the tight end now. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. On the option, it's Jacobs. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Pass caught out right by Golden. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
Gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd and 1 now. Love. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. McManus sends it through. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On return, here's Price. And And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. On the top. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. Packers pick it up. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Packers keep running away with this. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with the alignment a lot. Quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys. But he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers continue piling on to this lead.
Vikings 23.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Felton now to return this. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers. Right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Absolutely fires this one right side. That's cut at the 25. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. McCarthy hit, he lost the football. But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
3rd and long for him here. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. They've got a 4th down decision to make. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
A 50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate. And that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
The Packers and Matthew Golden ready to take over once again on offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And some nice running there gets him a 3rd down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
The Vikings into the nickel for this 3rd down play. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers on the favorable end of this blowout. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
He did such a good job, and not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run and add on to that catch.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Love using the legs here. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on 2nd. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe, but starts pushing into Vikings territory. Got him 5 yards back, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
So this is a Packers win. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.